This was insane. I couldn't even believe this. I have so many stories about similar things like this, but have you guys heard about this Texas dude? I haven't seen no footage about this, but I've been seeing pictures all over social media of like this exact picture right here when them two are walking together of supposedly this man. Well, let's let the caption do the work.
A Texas man who learned he had been scammed out of $40 by a fake parking attendant left his date inside a Houston restaurant, retrieved a gun from his car and allegedly fatally shot the man before returning for dinner. Eric Aguirre faces murder charges in the April 11th death of 46-year-old Elliot Nix. Aguirre appeared in court on Thursday, and a judge set his bond at $200,000. Hosted by Persist.
What's crazy is smoke somebody, right? I'm not saying that it's crazy to smoke somebody because they scammed you. Hey, I'm not gonna say what's wrong. I'm not gonna say what's right. But all I'm gonna say is to go back on your date. Wow. And the fact that he's in his mugshot and he just still looks mad nonchalant and cool about everything like this. So he don't even see what he did wrong. Allegedly, I'm just gonna say allegedly, but in that picture, bro, he looks so calm, cool, and collect, cool, ice, cool like a killer. This nigga went back on his date. That is insane. That is insane. Let's see this footage and let's see if there's anything more explained. I'm sure this is probably the news gonna go over what exactly happened. But I told you guys the story before. If you haven't seen my John Moran NBA vlog, go check that out. But in the beginning of that, I park literally right outside the stadium. I usually park like down the street at the actual stadium's parking lot, but that day I was like on a rush, and this is right across. I see a custody with a sign trying to tell people to pull over and park there and shit, that he got you. Bro, it was one of these dudes. The custodies just put on crossing guard outfit and go get a magic marker and a Sharpie and put $20 and put it on the sidewalk. Like, park right here, I got you for 20. After all, they park all them spots, bro, they take all them $40, $60 and they go walk over. And it looks like this is exactly what they did to him. They called me one time and never again. I literally paid that $20 was when just so I could be right in front of the stadium. I'm running inside the stadium. Shorty comes up to me and she's like, yo, that dude that we paid in park. I asked somebody, I don't even think he worked for the stadium. And in my head, I was like, I kind of already had that feeling, shorty. I was like 50% there. But the thing is, I feel like if you Debo, niggas gonna vandalize your whip for a lot more than $20. So what I do now is I just know the spots that they don't. There's streets, literally, bro, that they don't cover. Like, they'll cover like 3 streets. And if you go 4 streets down to some shit, that you can park in the same exact parking shit, they just not working on that block yet. They first filling up those shits and then they'll make their way down there. I'm already out the car. My car's already there by the time you even make your way down there.
Date night at Rodeo Goat in Edo turned deadly when 29-year-old Eric Aguirre and the woman on the date parked in this lot across the street. According to court documents, 46-year-old Elliot Nix, claiming to be a parking attendant, came up to the couple and asked for $40. After paying and walking into the burger restaurant,
there was a waiter who knew that
$40 is crazy too. I ain't gonna hold you, because I paid 20 for a basketball game and I was kind of tight, but that's still cheaper than a lot of parking. 40? Nah, there's no way I'm paying a nigga in the street $40.
The guy was scamming people for parking, and he advised them, hey, that guy is scamming you for parking.
Employees of this smoke shop then watched Aguirre sprint to his car, grab a pistol, and chase after Nix, shooting him on the side of Chartres Street. He later died at the hospital. The penal code.
I'm not gonna say what he should have done with that gun, because that's what got NBA Youngboy and Bobby beefing. What I'm gonna say is, you should at least try first, be like, give me 60 now, bitch. Like, I need it all, actually. I need it all. Shake that, run that. If that don't work and you was already gonna plan to pop him, then do as you do.
In Texas, and in 49 other states, and in most civilized countries, doesn't give you any legal basis to shoot and kill someone who ripped you off.
He said 49 states. What's the last one? Like, which one is that legal to smoke somebody? Because I might have to move to that state.
Turned the gun to his car, then to his date at the restaurant, who didn't know anything happened until police put this picture of the couple out the next day.
She knows that he was upset and he went after the person that allegedly scammed him, but they went to have dinner, and at some point, the defendant said he wasn't comfortable with the restaurant, and they left.
The date continued hours into the evening, and within 24 hours, 2 Crime Stoppers tips identified the couple.
She wanted to do the right thing. She wanted to make sure that she came forward and told the police what she knew.
Let's see if there's any other things on social media about this, because I'm just intrigued. The fact he went back in the restaurant, I'm happy that he at least said, you know what, I don't feel safe in here. They're probably going to come any minute now. He didn't say that, but the fact that I'm sure that's why he felt uncomfortable. You just killed the man outside. There's going to be people coming to see what the hell happened in that neighborhood. This is already him in court.
A 29-year-old man on a date in East Downtown
You're
is accused
29?
of shooting and killing an alleged parking scammer
way older, bro.
over $40. Yeah, that man is now charged with murder. He had his first appearance in court today. Fox 26's Natalie He joining us live downtown with the bizarre details on this case. Natalie. Well, we're told it was actually his date that turned him into the authorities. Now, records say not only did that man continue on with his date
Bros over hoes.
after the alleged murder like nothing had happened, but investigators say he was actually out on probation during the deadly shooting.
He was on probation? Okay, this makes a
29
lot more sense. You don't play with jail niggas.
I've seen 60 days in enough times. You don't play with their soda. You don't play with their commissary. You're gonna take $40 from that man? It don't matter what you took. It's just the fact you took something from him. That feeling of like, nah. I don't trust many people, but I can understand and pull pull that trigger. That might be enough to get some people to jump off that ledge.
9-year-old Eric Lee Aguirre appeared in court Thursday, charged with murder. 2 weeks ago, Houston police released this photo of Aguirre and a woman who were apparently on a date at Rodeo Goat in Edo.
There was some kind of a romantic date that was occurring between the witness and the suspect.
Investigators say the two had parked separately at a lot near Dallas and Charter Street around 7:30 p.m. on April 11th and paid a total of $40 to an alleged attendant.
But minutes later, Aguirre was informed by an employee at a nearby
So they were charging 20. That's what it was. He had 2 vehicles. That makes a lot more sense.
Business. That attendant was actually a scammer, now identified as Elliot Nix. Records say Aguirre then went to his car, shot Nix in the back, left his body on the sidewalk, returned to the restaurant, and reportedly told his date, quote, "Just scared the guy, and everything is fine."
An intentional killing with a firearm is going to be charged as murder. It's as simple as that.
In court Thursday, prosecutors said Aguirre was out on probation for a 2017 aggravated assault charge in Corpus Christi. His bond now set at $200,000.
That's a little concerning when you work here. I mean, if you park here every day like we do, you hear and you see all the stuff, like broken glass around and people trying to scam people out of.
That's what I was gonna say. See, broken glass everywhere. If you're just one of those Debo niggas, like, I'm not paying you, custody, back up. Leaving my whip here anyways. That's not the smartest shit to do either. Because one of them niggas gonna throw a big ass stone through your window. They're gonna key your whip. Something they're gonna do on it that's gonna cost a lot more than $20.
Out of parking and stuff like that. Because it seems to be a nice up-and-coming area, so I hope it doesn't happen again.
Now, the woman on that date has since hired an attorney and told authorities that her and Aguirre actually left a few minutes after the apparent shooting and continued on with their date elsewhere. Now, multiple witnesses were also there when the shooting happened. We reached out to a few of them to speak today, but all of them declined to speak with us on camera. From downtown, Natalie Heath, Fox 26 News.
That's nuts that his date turned him into. Like, not only the fact that you got scammed for 40, not only the fact you went back and smoked him, but after all that, your date turned you in. I can understand that she was probably terrified when she turned on the news and saw her own face. But yeah, the story's gonna keep developing. I'm gonna try to keep my hand on top of this one and keep updating you guys. Let me know down below if there's anything more about this story that you might know that I don't know. But this reminds me of now also seeing McDonald's. Remember in New York when the dude shot the worker over giving him cold fries? Like, that just made no sense in my head. There's some people in this world, bro, that are just having a terrible day, and the slightest mistake that you might make or you not caring, you're like, yo, this dude's wilding out, might be enough to push him over the ledge. You always got to be ready, never lacking challenge.